Right, so we're ready to get started. Now in this webinar, we are going to discover my own proven 12-step game plan to take you from earning $0 to over $15,000 per month online in just 12 weeks, and this is without any previous experience. Now that may sound like a lot of hype to you guys, but bear with me for the next hour or so, and I'm going to try and prove you wrong. Right, so let's get into it immediately and tell you what this is all about. Before I start off, I just want to tell you that you should take notes with this. Don't just put this webinar in the background and go on browsing your emails, your Facebook or YouTube or whatever. Stay with me, give me your undivided attention, and then I will make a promise to you today, and that is that this is not going to be your normal webinar that you're used to. This is seriously going to change everything you thought you knew about internet marketing. Now, talking about what you already know about internet marketing, quickly hit me up in the chat box and tell me how much money you are currently making per month with internet marketing. I just want to get a basic idea of what we're dealing with today. Are you a brand, a new marketer? Are you already a marketer who is making a proper or sustainable income online? Just let me know so I can see where you guys at this stage. Right, so I've got a lot of zips and zero and nothings. Right, so at this stage I think it's fair to say that most of you know a little bit about internet marketing, but not a lot of you are having a lot of success with it yet. So don't worry about it. I'm going to tell you exactly why you are not having that great success yet and how that can all change for you today. So how will you benefit from this training webinar today? Now, during this live session, I will reveal the following. First off, I'm going to show you the challenges that are basically preventing you from tasting internet marketing success. I'm going to blow away a lot of the myths that's been floating around. I'm also going to introduce myself a little bit, tell you what my story is, why you should listen to me, and just give you a little bit of an overview of my own personal internet marketing journey and how I made my breakthrough to my goal income, which was 6 figures per year. Then we're going to go to the big reveal, and that's the secret that the so-called gurus don't want you to know. So while we go through the start of the webinar, see if you guys can guess what that big secret is that I'm going to reveal, and then we're going to see how many of you guys got that right. Then we're going to have another big reveal where I'm going to show you what I call the 4-stage cycle that the so-called big boys or top dogs or whatever you want to call them, those 6-7 figure earning internet marketers use to earn their money online. At that stage, if you're still wondering if this 4-stage cycle, if this money-making method that I'm going to explain today can earn you big money, I'm going to show you the proof. Okay, so I'm going to go through, show you a few case studies, show you as much proof as you want to see so that you can see what the massive potential in this business model is. And just to teach you or give you a good idea of how you can get started with this business model, I'm going to lay out my exact 12-step system or game plan for you to reach 6 figures in as little as 12 weeks. So stay tuned for that. We're really going to get into the meat of it at that stage. I'm going to show you proof that anyone can succeed, not just the guys that you see launching all the big products, not just me, not just all the other well-known gurus out there, but anyone, even guys like you, because it doesn't matter where you're at with your experience and skills currently, anybody can succeed. I'm going to show you exactly how easy it is. Now, if you're going to stay with me all the way to the end of this webinar, I've got a very special opportunity that will guarantee your success. With this opportunity comes special bonuses that I made especially to you guys for attending this webinar, because we had a lot of audio problems on Wednesday due to the weather here in South Africa. I decided I'm going to stack the bonuses. I'm going to offer a very special bonus to the guys staying all the way to the end of the webinar. So just for the sake of transparency, I want to tell you that with this special opportunity guaranteeing your success, I'm going to offer you a paid offer. So there will be something that you can invest in to take your business to the next step. But the content that I'm going to reveal in this webinar will enable you to take action and reach your income goals regardless of if you're going to take my paid opportunity or not. So I want to be honest with you guys. There is going to be opportunity at the end. I want you to take that on board, keep that in mind, but go into this webinar with an open mind, because I'm going to deliver the goods to you today, and I'm going to show you how you can succeed, regardless of what your experience is, what special skills you have, what your first language is, or how much money you have to invest. Right, so let's get into it immediately, or before we get into it, let me just quickly tell you how the question box works for those of you who haven't been on my webinars before. Now, I don't have anybody manning the questions for me, so it's just me hosting this webinar. Now, I can see all the questions and chats that you're typing into the box there, so I can see all of that feedback that you're giving me. I'm seeing all your questions, but I ask you to rather keep the questions to the end of the webinar. I will dedicate enough time at the end to answer any questions that you will have. So as soon as you have a question, just note it down on your notepad or store it in your memory, and at the end we are going to deal with that. But if you want to make any comments along the way, please hit me up. I'm reading all the questions as we're going through the webinar. Right, so I want this to be an interactive webinar. Feel free to chat as much as you want and let me know what you think along the way. Right, so which of these challenges have you faced with internet marketing? Now, if you are watching this webinar today and you've tried making money with internet marketing, then you definitely have some challenges. There's definitely some challenges or obstacles that you have hit along the way, and those are the things preventing you from having success with internet marketing. And if you know what those challenges are, and you understand that, then you can take the first step to overcome them and make it a success. Right, so first off, internet marketing seems difficult or time-consuming. Who agrees with that? Maybe some people think it's just too difficult to learn, it just takes too much time. I'm going to show you in a moment how I started building a six-figure income, working part-time, just an hour or two in the evening sometimes, or in the weekends. Anybody can do it, doesn't matter how difficult it seems for you, how time-consuming it is. Maybe a lot of you suffer of information overload. Now, if you get bombarded by too many different people telling you too many different things, chances are you just don't know where to start. You know about, maybe you know about Amazon marketing, maybe you know about article marketing, maybe you know about affiliate marketing, but you don't know which method to start and start with basically and follow. And that is a big problem why many people are struggling. I see a lot of people hitting me up in the chat box and telling me that that is so true. Right. A lot of people are confused by too many different offers or methods. Now, if you've bought a lot of products before, a lot of low-cost WSOs or training products or software or plugins or whatever, and you still can't make any money by using them, then it means you are suffering of shiny object syndrome, like most newer marketers. Okay, you don't know who to trust, you don't know which product to follow, and unfortunately most of the low-cost offers that you come across just don't give you enough to succeed, right? They leave too many gaps you're learning, or maybe those methods are not even proven yet, and it's just all hyped up and they don't deliver. And that means you've probably wasted too much money on junk or stuff that don't work. Now, who can tell me if that is true for you as well? How many of you here have wasted too much money or on junk, stuff that don't work. Can you tell me exactly, maybe you can think and just get a ballpark figure, how many hundreds or thousands or dollars have you wasted this year or the last few years buying internet marketing products, promising you the world and just not delivering? Right, I've got a yes from Marlene. Rick says over $1,000. Right, so Chris says wasted loads into thousands over the long period. So I'm going to tell you, Dennis says 3,000. Well, that's amazing. Now, if you guys have spent over $1,000 worth of money on stuff that don't work, then you need to stay throughout this webinar, because I'm going to show you how you can take money and invest in a lot better ways than wasting it on junk or stuff that don't work. Now, if you've jumped through all these hoops of different internet marketers, you suffer all these things, then this is what's going on. You haven't found a proven, actionable, step-by-step system to implement. And that's the problem with all these low-cost products that's all hyped up, okay? They give you the secret method or a great WordPress plugin or a software, and a lot of them work very well, but you cannot use that on your own to start making money online. You need that. First of all, you need a proven step-by-step system and a business model that you can follow. And all the other things that you can buy should only be to help that specific business model of yours, to benefit your specific needs or business that you have. Right, so if that means that if you haven't found that system, you've wasted a lot of money, you suffer of information overload and shiny object syndrome, it means that you have faced all of these challenges because you are in need of real help and guidance from somebody who's qualified and somebody that you can trust. Now, I underlined this because this is one of the biggest things that I've found from teaching so many students before. Most people are not having a success because they are basing everything they do online and all the methods that they're trying out only on bits and pieces of information that they read in low quality ebooks and videos. They don't have any real help, any proper guidance from somebody who's actually qualified and somebody that's there. Most of the products that you get, which is as WSO type products and other ClickBank products, a lot of those teaching products are coming from people who's not even having success in their own business. It's like the blind leading the blind. So if you have faced any of these obstacles before and you think that this is the reason why you're struggling with your online business and why you are not making a steady income yet, then I have some good news for you. And that is that all of this will change for you during this webinar. Right, so don't worry, change is ahead. I only ask you to stick with me for this webinar and I'm going to open your eyes. Right, my journey to become a six-figure earning online marketer. Now, I don't want to bore you with my whole life story, so I will keep this brief for those of you who don't know me. And I just want to show you where I come from so you can get to know me a little bit better as well. Right, so I'm from South Africa. As you can, maybe a few people can gather from the accent, English is not my first language. My first language is actually Afrikaans. I grew up in a small town along the west coast of South Africa. And after school, I decided I'm going to be a primary school teacher just because I loved helping people out. And I had to study for that for 4 years. It cost me a bunch of money to study and get my degree. And unfortunately in South Africa, teaching is a very low salary income job. Okay, I think as a teacher, when you start out here, you earn about the equivalent of $1,000 US, which is really not enough if you compare that for the cost of living in South Africa to basically reach your dreams or sustain your family as you would like. And for that reason, I had to go overseas. I took out bursaries to cover my study loans. So I had these huge study loans that I have to pay off. And I could earn a lot more money overseas, so I went to Taiwan for 4 years. After that, I went to England. I stayed in East London, teaching the little English brats there. And I made a bit of a better salary over there, enough to pay off my study loans or to pay it off faster, but I still wasn't satisfied. Earning a salary, working for a boss the rest of my life, commuting to work, and basically just dreading the work week and just looking out for the weekend. Now, if you guys are like I were, you're probably the same if you have a salary or a loan type job. Every day you just dread it, especially Sundays. You hate for the Monday to come. And every day of the week you just wish it away so you can get close to the weekend and have some time off to enjoy yourselves. Now that only happens when you're working for a boss. And I had enough. I wanted more for myself. I wanted to become financially free and live according to my own terms. So then I discovered internet marketing, probably like most of you guys as well, through clicking on a banner promising the world or looking at an email that I got of people telling me how much money they're making online. And I got hooked by the idea. I wanted to make a lot of money. I was real intrigued with the idea of earning money just simply sitting in front of your computer and basically not doing anything. But unfortunately, like most of you, I've had no real success while I was busy researching all these different methods. With no real success, I mean, I have made a few bucks here and there, but nothing sustainable, okay? So this is a picture of me that I'm really proud of. And you can see from the roof here, this was taken in my loft, a room that me and my wife shared with 10 other people in a house in East London. And this was the first check that I received in my whole life. It's a ClickBank check. I think it's for about $140, which is not a lot, considering I probably spent more on that on PPC and advertising, which I was trying at that stage. But when I got that check in the mail and I held it up, I looked at it and I exchanged it at the bank, I knew that this thing was real. I got so terribly excited about this because I knew it was possible. And if it was possible to make $140, it's possible to make $140,000. I just had to find a system that worked. So I tried everything under the sun. I had a lot of AdSense niche sites. I had a funny videos blog that I still have. I had a bunch of affiliate review sites doing affiliate marketing. I was an Amazon affiliate. I tried marketing on YouTube. I dabbled with multi-level marketing. I tried CPA offers, trying to market with that, driving traffic to that. I tried paid advertising like PPC, Google AdWords, and probably a whole bunch of other methods as well. But while trying all those different things and only making a few dollars here and there, I got really discouraged because all the people, including my fiance at that stage, told me that, listen, you are wasting your time. You're sitting in front of the computer until late in the evenings, but you've got nothing to show for it. And I was just trying to tell them, listen, I'm building our future. I'm trying to make something better for myself, but I was just not getting there yet. So I absorbed as much info as possible, and I continued looking for something that works. And then I discovered a system that worked for me. And this was really the turning point in my internet marketing career. I decided, listen, I'm going to take this seriously from now on. I'm not going to jump around anymore between different offers. I'm going to treat this as a proper business because that was what I was looking for at that stage. So I stopped looking for free offers to get more info. I subscribed to almost all the lists of marketers I belong to, and I stopped buying product after product, okay? And only when I stopped doing this, I got the right mindset for this. So I decided to invest in proper help. I got coaching, and I got a real plan that I trusted in, a plan of action and a system that I could implement. So I decided I'm going to go all in with this system. I'm not going to bother with any other of my methods anymore. I'm going to go head first into this one, and I implemented my plan. And my plan for this specific plan that I got at that stage involved a whole lot of different things. But basically, I start off rebranding private label right products and selling them. And as I did that, I started building my list. As my list grew, I was able to sell more of my PLR products, and I was able to create my own products as well. And when I started creating my own products, then I saw where the money was in, and I reinvested my profits. I improved my strategy, and over time I perfected my own, and in my mind, a lot better system. So now I had everything that I needed. I was starting to make a good regular income online. I went back to South Africa to start a life there. I got a great teaching job, but because I was still a little bit scared to quit my teaching and go full-time into internet marketing, although I was already making more money with my internet marketing. So by about halfway through the first year here in South Africa teaching, I decided, listen, I'm making more than 3 times more money with my internet marketing part-time in the evenings and weekends than what I'm making for my teaching job. So bye-bye teaching job. So I quit my job. I went full-time internet marketing for the next year. And because I had a lot of more time on my hands, I was able to scale this up. And my money and my business grew almost exponentially from there. So now I had a proven, scalable system that I could just rinse and repeat. So I was pretty chuffed with myself. I was living my dream, but something was still missing. And that was the reason why I went into teaching in the first place, which was obviously not for the money, but to help people. So I decided I'm going to go back to my roots, back to what I love teaching, and I decided to become an internet marketing coach. I know I already achieved success. I know what works and what doesn't work online because I've pretty much tried everything. So I had a lot to share. So I decided I'm going to try and help people like you. So I became an internet marketing coach. So now I'm doing what I love. I'm doing internet marketing, still using my own system. I'm also doing teaching now, like most of you know. And for the rest of my time, I'm just enjoying life with my wife. We travel a lot. She's a teacher, so we have a lot of school holidays here in South Africa, so we can go all over the world and travel. And what's great about internet marketing is that you can do it anywhere. I take my phone or my tab or my laptop with me, and I can check my emails. And even if I don't touch my computer, if we're in remote places, I still earn a decent living just from all the systems and things that I have in place at this stage in my business. And that's what's great about internet marketing. And I think that is what pulls everyone to it. So if you guys are sitting here, you haven't achieved success, you know I was exactly at the same place you guys are at now, okay? It is possible. You just need to find the right guidance and dedicate yourself to one method and just get going, take action, and go with that until you become successful. Now listen, you're probably wondering what this big secret is that not many guru marketers want you to know about. So I hope you guys thought about this a little bit. Maybe you want to take a few guesses. If you want to take a stab at it, let me know. But here it is. Most of these gurus are not actually making their money with the techniques that they are selling. Now, if there's a few big marketers on here, a lot of them will probably be pretty angry at me if I tell you this, and they won't agree with me, but I want to be honest with you, and this is what's happening, unfortunately. If you've seen these screenshots on sales pages with these huge amounts where they're making thousands of dollars per day, and they say, listen, it's all thanks to this magic software or plugin or secret new technique that they've discovered, I want to go as far as say almost more than 90 or 95% of those are total BS. It's nonsense. They're not making those money on those screenshots. That is, if the screenshots are real, with the specific techniques that they are selling. Okay? Most of these people sell techniques on ways to make money, but the way that they make money is not the same as those techniques. Now, does that make sense to you guys? Did you suspect it or know about this, or doesn't it come as a big surprise to you? Type it, hit me up there in the chat box. Let me know what you think. Did you guys know this? Right, I've got a few yeses. So what is it then? Now, what I would tell you is, if you actually know how these gurus make their money, and there are a lot of people making ridiculous amounts of money, you can too. You can do it too. If they can do it, why can't you? There's nothing preventing you. So do you guys think you can also be successful if you can get your hands on the exact blueprint those successful marketers use and simply copy them? If I gave you that exact blueprint, tell you, listen, step 1 you do this, step 2 you do that, step 3 you do that, will you guys be able to copy them? In internet marketing, you don't need to find something new. You don't need to jump from different method to different method to see what works. You simply need to find somebody that's very successful, whose business model you trust in, think is an ethical, sustainable business model, and simply copy what they're doing. You don't need to reinvent the wheel, guys. And that's what I'm teaching my students as well. So here's the big kicker. All the big boys, the 6, 7-figure marketers, sometimes 8-figure marketers, earn their money as product launch marketers. Now, who knows exactly what a product launch marketer is? Right, so Dennis says, yes, there's a few people that know, a few not. So basically, what a product launch marketer is somebody that not only creates their own products, sometimes they don't even create their own products, but they orchestrate a huge launch for it and will be able to sell thousands of copies of a product. So the basic 4-stage cycle works like this. Now see if this makes sense to you. So look on the screen and see if you can follow with me, okay? So first off, what you do is you research for a hot topic and in an in-demand niche or market, and you create a product on that. Sometimes you don't even need to create a product as long as you have rights to sell it, okay? Then you market and sell the product on a one-page website. Now this product, remember, can be anything from training courses, training videos, WordPress plugins, themes, applications, graphic packs, whatever, okay? And then you sell it on this one-page website. It means they send all the traffic to one specific page, which we call a sales letter, and the job with this one page is just one thing, and that is to get people to buy the product that solves the specific problem that they have. Okay, so if there's obviously a lot more to it to get all of this traffic, but what they're able to do is get hundreds, or in some cases thousands, of sales for this specific product that solves this problem. And every buyer that they get, they automatically put on their email subscriber list. This means they have a buyer's list. And if you have an email subscriber list where people subscribe to your offer, you are able to send all of them an email at once with the autoresponder. So that means if you, for instance, had a product on how to get traffic to your site and you made 1,000 sales for it, now you have 1,000 people who are interested in your product that you can mail over and over, promoting other additional related products of your own, or even products as an affiliate that you can earn commissions on. So you not only make a lot of money at this step, you also make a lot of money over and over as you promote other products to this list that you got every week, or even in some cases every few days, or even every day. So if you got 1,000 sales, you can maybe from those 1,000 sales make $50,000, but in the coming weeks or months you can double that from marketing to these subscribers. Now that already earns you a lot of money, and that's just one product. Now this is a cycle, so the market can just go and create another product for another huge spike in sales when they orchestrate another big launch, adding more fresh leads to their customer list that they can promote to over and over again. So this cycle continues, and every time as you launch another product, your buyers list grows and you can send more traffic to your other offers and you more money. And this cycle enables you to grow your assets, and as your assets grow, your income grows exponentially. Now does this make sense to you guys? I didn't reveal a lot yet. I'm going to show you my exact system of how you can use this model in a moment. But does this make sense to you guys? Right, I've got a whole few yeses and yes and everything. Right, so it does make sense to you guys. Right, so it makes sense, but can you use this launch marketing business model and make it work? And can this really earn big money online? Do you guys believe me when I'm telling you you can make a lot of money with this? More money than you can ever make doing just affiliate marketing or AdSense or niche sites or any of those other methods. Now, is this a quick money-making method that doesn't involve any work? No, it's not, okay? If you believe that I'm going to teach you a method that you're going to start making thousands of dollars from tomorrow, then unfortunately, you're on the wrong webinar, okay? There are not many methods that can start making you thousands of dollars from tomorrow. And anybody claiming that it's possible, it's really not, guys. The only way to make a lot of money for the long term is to build a proper business online the right way. Now, obviously, this does involve some work. But can you make ridiculous amounts of money in a very short space of time? Hell yeah, you can make with the launch marketing business model, you can have huge spikes of income. You can make ridiculous amounts of money in a very short space of time. Now here's this recent screenshot of mine where you can see during this one day, and this is net profits, I made over $11,500 in net profits in one day. Now with the launch marketing business model, obviously you're not going to make this every day, but you're still going to make a steady income. And the more products you have, the more money you're going to make. Now, for full transparency, I have to ask you guys, do you guys want to see more than a simple screenshot? So obviously, this is a screenshot showing during a product launch of mine, showing a lot of money that I've made. I can probably log into my accounts now and show you the realistic amount of money that I can normally make during one day. Now, I haven't launched a lot of products the last few months, but I can log into my accounts and show you some live proof if you want to. Otherwise, I'm just going to bypass this and trust in that you guys believe me and that you already know the huge potential that there is. If there's a few yeses, then I'll just take a minute out and go log into one of my accounts and I can show you if you want to see what's possible. Now, Richard and Dennis says yes. I haven't got any no's. I'll probably get a no here or there. Bypass says James. Right, James, you can just close your eyes for a while. Let me just quickly show you what the potential is, okay? Because that's the whole thing, just to get you guys excited. Now, obviously, I've got a lot of different accounts where I've launched my products on. Warrior Plus is one of my older accounts. I don't launch products here anymore. But I want to show you that there's still a lot of money to be made. So this is where I list my products for sale. You can see here's all the different parts of my funnel. So you can see now each of these amounts to just one part of my product. So sometimes like these three will be one product. You can go down, you can see this one is another one. Actually all these four one products. You can see this is one product launch. And this is, if you add it up, this is what, over $50,000. And this was, and maybe 90 or 80% of this was made in probably in a question of 1 or 2 weeks, okay? And you can imagine, look here, you can make $18,000. You can make some quick products that takes you just a week to create can make you $6,000. Okay, if you can launch one of these small products every month, you can make more than $15,000 in net profits easily. And if you take a little bit longer, create a quality product, build up a huge buzz, you can easily make over $100,000. Now, this is my JV Zoo account that I use for a lot of products that I launch as well. So you can see I haven't made a lot of money recently because I haven't launched a lot of new products, but I still made from my affiliate earnings to my list almost $500 yesterday and almost $250 just from old products. Now this is just automated income that drips in from my old products that I don't even actively promote anymore. And that's what's great about this product model. If you just launch a product, you can leave it, and years after that you will still see sales dripping in. I can probably go and show you some sales here if my internet is not too bad. Let's see. Okay, what should I show you guys? The last year? Okay, let's show you the last year maybe. Right, so this is during this year 2013. And this is just my own product sales only on JV Zoo. So you can see I already reached my income goal this year of over $100,000. And this is just one account, okay? This is just one account. Now obviously that's not all net profits. Some of that did also go to my affiliates. But if you look at my affiliate accounts, you will see that I almost made probably half of that as well. Right, so there is a lot of potential in this. Now, I'm not telling you that you're going to start making this from day one, but if you build your business up, there's no reason why you can't be earning this by the end of this year. And I'm serious when I tell you guys this, okay? The potential of this is just that big. Right, let's close my internet for now and see if the speed of my internet goes a little bit better, because I know that the quality of the sound is maybe not that great. Right, so you're thinking, sure, Bertus, and there's a few of you saying already, you don't need to show me those screenshots, Bertus. It's not needed. You've seen so many screenshots of these gurus before, and there's nothing in it for you. You are only interested in one thing, and that is, can anyone do this? And more importantly, can you, on this webinar, also make this kind of money with this business model? So just to show you for an example, I want to show you that complete newbies can do this too. Now this is a picture of Kyle. He was one of my previous students. He earned over $1,600 in his first 2 days when he launched his first product. And he ended up making over $10,000 in his first 2 weeks with his first product launch. Now, this was not a huge mass market product. He was a complete newbie. He had no previous experience, no skills, and he also didn't speak English very well. He outsourced most of his product and didn't even do it himself, right? He was able to reach his $15,000 in a month in less than 12 weeks. Now, with the right system, anyone can do this, okay? This is Lucas Perez, another one of my Elite Internet Marketing Academy students. He got multiple JV Zoo product of the days after joining my coaching program. This is his first product. He earned over $20,000 in his first product launch. You can see he also added over 1,100 buyer subscribers to his list that he can market to day after day, making a regular income from them without even launching new products. So the question is, why do most product launches fail? And I can show you proof of this, but I'm not going to waste your time. You can go and you can log into jvzoo.com or warriorplus.com or any other affiliate marketplace. You can go see which offers just launched today or yesterday or the last week, and you can actually see the stats. You can see how many sales those guys made. And then you will see that more than 90 or probably 95% of people selling their own products don't make any money from it. Most of the people launching their own products make less than 10 sales. And that in many cases just causes them to give up completely with internet marketing, and they don't know why they are not making thousands of sales. Now, who wants to take a guess? What's the reason why most of these people fail? Maybe some of you have created your own products before as well and tried to make money from it and also haven't had a success. Who wants to take a guess? Type it in there in the question or chat box. Tell me, what's up? What's the reason? Why are there so many people failing? I just showed you how easy it is. So if it's that easy, why do people fail with product launches? James thinks it's a lack of exposure or a poor product. Rick says not using targeted traffic. But there's a whole bunch of different reasons. But I want to tell you, it's not because of the quality of the product. It's not because of the quality of the product in most cases. Right? In many cases, you can, everyone on this webinar, you can go and write an ebook on whatever topic you want, even if you know nothing about it, and do just some little bit of research. You can write a 20-page ebook that you can sell. But unfortunately, creating the product is just one part of it. There's a whole lot of different things that you need to consider as well. One thing is, most people didn't choose the topic or the niche they're working in properly. The topic is not in demand, it's not hot enough, or the niche that they chose is not profitable enough. A lot of people has no authority in their niche or market yet, and nobody knows about them. They don't even have their own website. They've never launched products before, and unfortunately sometimes it's who you know, okay? A lot of people will have a great quality product in a very in-demand market, but they don't have a unique selling point for this product. So to give an example, maybe a lot of people will create a product called How to Get More Website Traffic. Now, if you create a product called How to Get More Website Traffic, there's no unique selling point in that. There's no hook that you can use, no angle in it, because there's just millions of products that's similar. So you need to find a unique angle to work for your product, okay? So an example of that will be, if I'm thinking on my feet now, maybe how to get 1 penny clicks with Facebook for floods of traffic. Now, if you can show how to get tons of traffic and cheap traffic with Facebook, that's more of a unique angle. So it has a more unique selling point. Now, that's just one part of it, okay? You can have all of this. A great product, a hot niche, everything. If you don't have a high converting sales page, you are not going to have a successful launch. So let's say you are able to drive traffic, okay, and you get 100 visitors to your sales page. If your conversions are not very good, you're going to have 1% maybe conversion rate. That means for every 100 people that visit your site, you're going to make 1 sale. So let's say you make one $10 product sale if you send 100 hits. Okay, so you make $10 for every 100 visitors. Now, most product launches who launch WSOs or low-cost products these days have a conversion percentage of over 10% if they have a very good sales page. So if they send 100 visitors to their sales page, they get 10 sales, $100. So just changing the one aspect can mean the difference between $10 and $100, or between $1,000 and $10,000. Now, even though you have a good sales page, you have a good offer, a lot of people don't know how to structure a deep sales funnel to maximize the EPCs. You need to know how to structure it, how to use what type of one-time offers or upsells to use, or what your back-end plan should be for your product. Then you can easily increase your income from making $10 per buyer to $100 or $1,000 per buyer. And if you don't have all these properly, it means you didn't plan your launch properly. You didn't think about it. You just listed your product on the marketplace and you expect thousands of sales to come in. It's not that easy. These days, you cannot just list your product as a WSO and expect thousands of sales to come in. You need to plan the launch. You need to orchestrate it. You need to build a buzz around it, and you need to get big affiliates on board to promote your product and drive traffic to it. Now it's not that difficult, and I'm going to show you a little bit later in the webinar to show you how you can get these big affiliate partners to promote your product. So if all of you are here on this webinar and you maybe belong to a lot of programs, or you're trying to sell products or affiliate products or whatever, I want to say your biggest obstacle is that you will tell me you can't drive enough targeted traffic. Now, our business model that I'm teaching you now relies largely on affiliate partner traffic. That means you don't need to go look for a click here and a click there to get a few sales. If you can hook just one big affiliate partner, this one guy can send you tremendous amounts of highly targeted traffic from his own customer lists. So it's not strange to get one affiliate sending you over 50 or sometimes over 100 different sales. I've had some of my affiliate partners sending me over 300 sales, and this is just one guy. So even if you can just get one or two or a handful of big affiliates to promote your product, you are going to make tons of money, guys. Now the problem, if you don't have all of these, your problem is you didn't have any proper guidance, they didn't have any context or proper help to make this a success. You need the right guidance, you need a proven step-by-step formula to overcome those, okay? So now you understand the exact reasons. Those reasons that I gave you, those are the exact reasons why most people are not making a success when they start at the product launching. But the thing is, if you know exactly what to do and if you have a system in place, then you can overcome all of those, and you are going to become one of the 5% of the people that are making tremendous amounts of money. And the other 95% of the people, those are going to be the struggling people trying to sell a product here and there through affiliate marketing. You need to sell your own product for 100% commissions and get other people to promote your product and build your business. Remember, guys, if you're an affiliate, if you're promoting other people's products, what are you doing? You're trying and you're investing all your time and money to do what? To build other people's businesses. Okay, you're making them rich. You get a few scraps here and there for yourself to live from, but you don't have any business that you can build yourself. If you have your own assets, your own products, your own list, then other people are going to build your business, and that's how you're going to sit on the other side of the fence and you're going to be the one making the money. So the only thing that you need is proper support and advice and guidance and assistance. So how can you be guaranteed of success as a product launch marketer and make it impossible to fail? Okay, you know it's easy to fail if you don't do it right. So how can you be guaranteed of success? Now, as I've told you, I have my own system that I teach my students. This is my exact business model that I'm following in the exact way that I make multiple six figures per year. So let me review my proven elite IM Academy system that I use to teach all my high-level students my complete business models over a period of 12 weeks. So grab your notepad. Now I'm going to reveal and give you an overview of this exact system. Now obviously I can't teach you everything in this webinar, but I'm going to give you a good taster and I'm going to show you all the different steps so that you can implement it yourself as well. Now remember, this is the same steps that I teach my students over a period of 12 weeks. So you can see each of these steps are numbered in Roman numerals, and each of these correspond to one step, or for the people that are part of my coaching, this is 1 week's training where I teach them. Okay, so the first step, and this is where you should sit up straight and listen, is to get started. You need to take action. If you don't take action, if you don't get started, doesn't matter what you do in life, you will never succeed. Okay, so it's as simple as getting organized, set your goals, visualize your success, choose the business model that you want to go into. Now, I already told you my business model that I tell you you should follow if you want to make serious money and build a long-term business that you know will be sustainable. Then you need to create your own products. You need to build your list. You need to do email marketing and affiliate marketing to your list. All these things, the list building, the email marketing, affiliate marketing, are all dependent on one thing, and that's product creation and launching. If you launch your own products, then list building just becomes automated for you. Then affiliate marketing becomes super easy. Okay? Then you can send one email and make hundreds and hundreds of dollars from one email that you sent out. Okay? So this is the business model. Decide what you want to do. If you trust in this business model that I'm teaching you today, decide you want to do it, visualize your success, and go for it. Okay? Then you need to just set up a few basic things like a domain, a PayPal account. That shouldn't cost you more than $20 to get started. Okay? And then you are ready to start your business. Now, most coaches, when they teach you product creation, they will just tell you, listen, start creating your product from day one. I'm going to tell you, listen, you need more than that if you want to make this a success. So you need to establish a presence online to build your brand. You need to create your first website, okay? This can be a WordPress blog, which anybody, and I mean anybody, can create, okay? Now, obviously, I give full step-by-step training to do this over a period of a week to my students, but you can go to YouTube, you can go Google how to create a WordPress site, and you will see you can create a WordPress blog. After this webinar, within 1 hour, you will have your site up and ready, okay? So just choose what content you want to post there. Start posting some regular posts about whatever you want to, and make this your flagship site that's connected to your name. This way, over time, you will get more traffic, you will build a following, and when you get to the stage where you launch your own product, then you already have a presence online. People can go research your name, see that you're a real person, that you're not just a scamster trying to steal their money, and this will give you a lot more trust. And later, when you get a lot of regular traffic to your blog, you can funnel it into a whole lot of different things. You can funnel the traffic to building your list. You can funnel the traffic to your sales pages to get more sales. It's a lot of different things to do. And because building a traffic to a blog takes some time, I always suggest starting with that. Okay? Right, so that you can take in 1 week, and you should set up your website. So in week 2, set up your first WordPress blog, okay? Then in week 3, you're going to start researching for an in-demand, profitable niche or a topic for your product, which is a lot easier than it sounds. So basically, you must find a niche that's hot and in demand. You must find the right niche, the right topic, okay? Search your competitors, find a hot topic, see that's something where there's a huge trend in your marketplace, and create something similar, okay? Now, and this is the kicker, you don't need to create something unique, okay? You can use the same ideas without copying them word for word, but as long as you find an angle, a unique selling point to make your product stand out from the rest and provide awesome value to your customers, you can have a potential winner, okay? So spend week 3 researching for a hot niche so that you can have a topic for your first product, and also keep in the back of your mind what other follow-up products you will be able to create that's in the same niche, because ideally you want to create a series of products that's related to each other in some way so that you can cross-promote them each time. So next time you create your second product, you launch it, you can tell all your buyers of that product, listen, if you like this product, you will probably like my previous product as well. And that's how you set up follow-up emails and things to make automated income for the long term. So it shouldn't take you more than a week to research your products. Week 4, you get into create your in-demand product. Now, how many of you on this webinar thinks it's too hard to create your own product? How many of you think it's impossible, or you don't have the skills, or it's just too hard for you to do it? Tell me why you think that's the case. Guys, it's seriously so easy to create your product. You can easily create a product in 1 week. Now, your product can have many different formats that you can choose of. If you like writing, you can write an ebook. And you don't need any startup costs for this. Richard, you can write this yourself. You can write a research, an ebook yourself, write that within a week. If you don't like writing, you can create over-the-shoulder videos like I'm doing now. You can create presentations like I did, and that can be your product. You can narrate it yourself. You can even outsource that if you want, or you can do just step-by-step video tutorials. Okay, you can show people how to create a blog. You just learned how to do it yourself 2 weeks ago. So you can show them over-the-shoulder videos like I'm doing now with Camtasia, screen capture software. Do this, do that, do that. It's valuable information. People need valuable information. If you have money to invest in your business, you can outsource the product creation. You can create software for yourself that automates some aspects that will help people in their business. Plugins. You can get people to create graphics, whatever you want. There's so many different ways. And I go into all of that in my coaching program as well. Okay? But it's really something that you don't have to overthink. If you're starting with your own product and you're starting with it on a shoestring budget, just create an ebook. Just create a video product. It's really not that hard. Okay? Right, so that's only the first step. Now, obviously, if you have your product finished at the end of week 4, then your next step should be to create sales material for it, a sales letter to sell your product. Now, remember I told you that this conversion of the sales letter is very important, but you don't have to make this difficult for yourself. A lot of coaches will probably tell you, listen, don't try and be a copywriter yourself. Go and outsource it. And you can find copywriters for anything between $100 and a few $1,000s, okay, depending on what you need. But you can even create your own sales letters. Now, I have a proven 12-step formula that I teach my students. For instance, step 1, grab their attention and have your headline, which should contain the biggest unique benefit of your product. And step 2 should be your sub-headline or sub-headlines that basically gives them another benefit or gives them curiosity so that they want to read the rest of the sales letter. It's not that difficult. What's strange is I'm not a great copywriter. I'm not even a first language English language speaker, but my own sales pages that I wrote converted better on average than the ones that I outsourced. And the only reason for that is because I know my own product best, okay? So for your first product, you can easily create your own sales letter. If you have PLR products, you can use those HTML templates, okay? You can use those as swipes. You can use those as ideas. You can copy and paste parts of it, okay? So it doesn't have to be difficult to create a sales letter. And you can easily do this in 1 week. So at the end of week 5, you have your product, you have a sales letter to sell it on, and then I tell you something totally different to start with now. Other people will just probably tell you, listen, launch your product at that stage. You have everything you need. I say, listen, that is not the right way to do it. The right way is to build a business for yourself and not just launch a product here and there. And the biggest asset that you can have in internet marketing is your email subscriber list. Now, I'm sure a lot of you have tried a list building before, and the reason why probably most of you are failing with it, why you're finding that most people, even if you have a big list, you're probably not making a lot of sales with it, and the reason for that is because your list quality is not that great and because it's not very targeted in many cases to what you're selling them. Now, my strategy involves when at week 6, then you should start building your list. So you set up an autoresponder account, and then you get a short product to give away in exchange for the person to subscribe with their email. Now, normally you can use PLR products or whatever you want to give away, but for my strategy, I tell you, listen, you already have your own unique product. Maybe your product is on how to make money with Facebook. So, for your giveaway, you should choose something that's directly related to that. So maybe you want to give a chapter of your product away, or maybe an overview, or maybe a video explaining your product, okay? And then all the subscribers that you get on your list will all be super interested in your main product. Now at this stage you haven't even launched your main product yet. So when you launch your product in a few weeks from week 6, then you will already have a following, you'll already have a list. You should have a seed list by then, so you can already make sales without any other help, just promoting your own product to them. And when your subscribers see, listen, this is not just the run-of-the-mill marketer who's promoting a lot of affiliate products and nonsense to them. This is a guy with their own products. This is a guy with his own content and things to share. You will be able to get a lot more trust from your subscribers. They will be a lot more responsive, and you'll be able to make a lot more money from them in the future. Now, how many of you agree that that's actually a much better strategy than just simply giving something random away for free? Hit me up in that chat box. Does this all make sense to you guys so far? I know I'm going very, very quickly. We're running a little bit over the time, but I want to get through this because I've got a lot more awesome things to share with you guys. Does this make sense? But Marlene says, indeed. Right, so now you've got a list started, you've got your product. Now you are ready to start planning your launch. So from week 7, you are getting into the more advanced parts of your product launch. And in week 7, you are going to create a deep sales funnel to maximize your profits. You're going to take the base product that you have, and you are going to think of ways that you can make more money on the back end of your launch, okay? So you must try and get ideas for possible back end offers that can stack the value, okay? So if you have an ebook course on how to make money with Facebook, then you can have a one-time offer which is a video tutorial showing you step-by-step how to set up Facebook ads. Or maybe you can have a software or a plugin that automates some aspects of it. Or if you don't have a product of your own, you can even promote an affiliate product on your backend, or approach other people with softwares that's related to your offer. Say, listen, you want to make a deal with them. You offer their software on your backend, and they split their profits with them. A lot of people are doing this, okay? So you don't even need a whole series of products. Right? So there's a lot of different ways to create sales funnels. For the most basic sales funnel, you just need 1 or 2 upsells. But you can get real expert and advanced into this and have whole deep, complicated sales funnels, all of which I teach in my step-by-step coaching. But at the very minimum, you should have a back-end plan, okay? And that's how you're going to maximize your profits. That's what's going to be the difference between making $10,000 from a product launch and $50,000 from a launch. If we had extra time here, I can log into my accounts and I can show you how I just added a PLR product as my one-time offer. As easy as a PLR product, I just changed the graphics and the content a bit and add a one-time offer. I was able to double my income on a lot of launches just offering rebranded PLR products as part of my sales funnel. Okay? This is the secrets that I'm telling you guys here. Right? And a big step, oh yes, so week 8, you're still launching your product at this stage. You have all your product ready, you have your sales page, you have your sales funnel set out, everything is ready to launch, but you're not launching yet, okay? It's like you're waiting for the kill. You need to build this up, you need to plan it properly to maximize the sales that you get from a launch like this. Right, so remember, you need to choose the business model that you're going to launch it with, okay? You need to choose the best platform for your niche product. You need to choose, listen, are you going to launch this on JVZoo or Warrior Plus, on ClickBank? There's a whole different bunch of marketplaces, okay? If you're not sure, hit me up and I can tell you. I teach my students exactly how they should decide on this. And a big decision should also be if you're going to launch this solo on your own, or are you going to get help to launch this? You can actually get a JV partner to launch this with you. Seek a well-known guy with lots of contacts and partner with him so they can get all their big affiliate friends to mail out for your launch. This is how you can, the difference between making 100 sales on your own and getting all the profits, or making 2,000 sales and splitting it with a partner. Or if you don't want to split your income, you can pay once-off fees or percentages to a JV broker or a JV manager who can be in charge of recruiting your affiliates for you. Okay? Remember, affiliates are a big part of this strategy. Without affiliates, you are not going to make a lot of sales. So then you just need to plan the rest, which is set your time, set up your offer, get the buy now buttons on your sales page, get everything ready, and when everything is planned out, you need to spend some time to recruit a big joint venture and affiliate partners, big letters, before you launch. You need to get a few big guys committed to your launch before you go live. It's going to be very hard or almost impossible to persuade people to promote your product weeks after you've launched. And that's why we're launching a product and not just listing it on a marketplace. You need to schedule your launch maybe for 3 or 4 weeks in advance or 2 weeks in advance. Make a date, make a time, and then all the affiliates that you get before that you get in contact with, you tell them, listen, I'm going to launch on this day and that time, and you can send them to an affiliate page with all the information about your launch and tell them, listen, if you promote on that launch day, you know your conversions will be very high because your product is brand new, nobody knows about it yet, and that is where you're going to make most of your money. The chances many people will make hundreds or even thousands of sales in the first day of their launch because all the biggest affiliates will always promote on launch day. You've probably seen in your email inboxes when there's a big well-known product, you will get all these emails from all the different marketers on one day, sometimes on the same time even, right? Normally around 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, because that's when it's the hottest. All the people want to send out them because it converts the best. Now obviously recruiting affiliates and building JV relationships is really important, and I spent a whole week teaching this to my students as well, and even connecting them to a lot of my partners to make sure they succeed. But build relationships with these guys. Remember, if you're able to make friends or build a mutual beneficial relationship with just one affiliate that's big, he can potentially make you thousands and thousands of dollars. Okay? And as you launch more products, as you prove that your products are of great quality, you're just going to get more affiliates knowing you and promoting your products launch after launch. And that way you're going to build a huge base of contacts very, very quickly. And that is how you're going to get to the stage where you launch a new product and you just tell all your partners on Skype, listen, I'm launching a product next week. Are you in? And if they know you already, if they know your products are great quality, they're going to send you tons of traffic and make you a lot of sales. Now, that is at that stage at week 10 where you launch your product. And you can easily do this in 10 weeks. Okay? Or if you want to take longer to recruit more affiliates, you can give yourself a few extra weeks. So at this stage, there's 3 more steps to my system. One is to continue sending traffic to your offer. After launch, look into different traffic techniques that can supplement your affiliate traffic to make you more money. You need to look at your product launch and your products and your business, see where you can analyze it and optimize it so you can increase your profits. Where if your launch didn't do that well as expected, where did it go wrong? See where you can increase it, where can you improve it, how can you turn it into a success. Okay? We're running a little bit out of time here, but these are the things that I teach my students as well, so I don't leave them hanging. And finally, and this is the last step, this is your end plan in internet marketing to build a long-term business. You need to scale up. You need to find ways that you can outsource the different aspects of your business, ways to set up systems for all the different things in your business so that you can make recurring and passive profits for the long term. Now, if you've gone through this whole process from step 1 to step 12 and you do all of it yourself, including the sales pages and everything, you should have a proper understanding of everything. And after you know how it works, you can invest the profits that you make into outsourcing different aspects. You can get people to create the next product for you. You can get people to create the next sales page for you. If you just have the money that you can reinvest and you know you're going to turn it into a profit, you can set this up and just rinse and repeat each month. You can create a product every month when you're starting out with. There's nothing preventing you from doing so. Okay, so that is the 12 main steps that I have for you that you should follow if you want to go into the product launch business, but more importantly, to build a sustainable business for you. Now, I gave you a lot of content for that. I hope you took notes for that. I'm going to tell you where you can get the mind map for that. But the question that most of you have is, can you make a success with it? I know maybe this sounds a little bit difficult for you. The thing is, it's not that difficult. People like my students made a lot of money with these first products. Micah Medina, who's now a good friend of mine, he earned over $6,500 with his first product launch in just a few weeks. Anyone can do this, guys, even you. If you're sitting here, if you're in doubt if you can do this, if you think you have any of those obstacles, in a moment I'm going to tell you how you can overcome any of those obstacles. I'll stay here at the end of the webinar and I'll answer all the questions, and I'm going to prove to you that yes, you can do it. There's nothing preventing you from it. This is the second product of Lucas Cepeda, where he made over $10,000. This product is a product that he outsourced for a few $100, a plugin, okay? Anybody can do this, okay? This Barry Rogers, he created quite a few products. He's also in my coaching program. From his buyers list, which is very small, he can make as much as $800 in a few days, just promoting other people's products. Anyone can do this. The question is, how badly do you want it? How badly do you want to succeed? Now tell me in this question box, do it right now. Tell me, what do you guys need to finally overcome any obstacles? You know what your obstacles are. You know what you're struggling are. You know what your concerns or questions are. What do you need to finally overcome any of these obstacles and start making a good income with your own online business? Type into the question box. Tell me exactly what you need, guys. Finding joint venture partners, I hear people say. Coaching, some people say. Let me tell you what you need, what I've found that most people need to overcome their obstacles. And tell me what you think. 100% proven, easy to copy, step-by-step system that actually works. Something that's step-by-step, something that's easy to follow, doesn't matter what your experience level is. A personalized game plan that's tailor-made to your particular needs, your particular experience, your particular skills that you have. Actionable training, not just theory, something that works, something that you can implement, showing you how to implement it. And not talking over your head, starting from the very basic fundamentals. And more importantly, leaves no gaps. And this is the problem with most of these WSOs and low-cost products that you buy. Those methods are maybe good methods, but you don't have a system to implement it. There's always gaps you're learning. You get stuck because you don't have one-on-one guidance. You don't have coaching from a qualified teacher and a mentor you can trust. If you run into obstacles, if you run into challenges, you have nobody that you can go to. You have nobody that you can ask what to do next. You need to find ways to fast-track your progress. Now, if you had all the tools, all the software, all the templates, all the resources to fast-track it, this is going to help you to overcome a lot of obstacles, especially technical obstacles. What you need is a leader in the industry that can connect you with the right people. You told me that finding joint venture partners, finding affiliates is important. If you can get your foot into the door with one of these leaders, like a coach or a mentor that you have that can connect you with the right people, then that person can get you in the door with those, in the room with those people, can connect you, and that way you can build relationships with them. Not only that, you guys know, if you're sitting here, you're still struggling, you've tried it on your own so far. It's really difficult and it's not fun if you do it on your own. If you had a community of peers to build partnership with people who's doing the same thing, who can help each other with, who's on the same level, who can grow together, and more importantly, who can hold each other accountable. This is what you need to overcome your obstacles. If you had all of this support, then the only question is, how bad do you want it? Now, how many think if you had all of this, if I can be a magic genie and instantly give all of this to you today, will you be successful? You guys told me what you need to overcome your obstacles. Do you think this will help you to overcome the obstacles that you have? Richard says yes. Marlene says yes. Who else agrees with me? If you had all of this, you will be able to overcome any obstacles. So the question is, are you ready to take the next step? Now, old habits die really, really hard. If we ended this webinar right now, would you change your habits? Will you take that? Will you stop buying products? Will you stop jumping from one method to another method? Will you change your habits? Would you take the information I gave you? I gave you those 12 steps. I told you what the best business model is to get into. Will you take that information that I gave you and make a success from it? Remember, the first step is always the hardest, guys. Maybe you need more than information alone. Maybe giving that mind map to you, giving an ebook telling you how to do it yourself is not alone. Maybe you need more. If you're one of those people, maybe you need more over-the-shoulder training. Maybe you need a personalized game plan. Maybe you need tools to fast-track your progress and overcome technical difficulties. Maybe you need that motivation. Maybe you need somebody who's going to kick you in the bum each day and say, listen, you need to work harder. You need to do this. Who motivates you, who's doing well, saying well done. Maybe you need accountability. Maybe you need the right connections. Maybe you need one-on-one coaching. What you need is me. You need me, Bertus Engelbrecht, to be in your ear for the next 12 weeks at least to make a true lasting change. You need to take the next step, and then you are going to say goodbye to failure once and for all. So I'm asking you to let me help you guarantee your success once and for all. I've helped countless other students, people with way less knowledge than you, way less skills than you. They were able to succeed. You will succeed, and I can guarantee your success. Here's the keys. I'm handing it to you. What you need to do is you need to take those keys. You need to unlock the door to success, and you need to take that first step into it. Now, what I'm offering you today is a very, very special chance to join my VIP Elite IM Academy as a student of mine, join my high-level coaching program so that I can take you by the hand and make sure that you succeed once and for all. Now, the link is at the bottom here, but I'm going to tell you exactly what you're going to get. So don't go to that link yet. Let me tell you, if you get accepted, what you will get today. If you get accepted today, and only 5 people will get accepted today, you will get unlimited one-on-one contact time with me on Skype, Instant Messenger, email, what other chatting programs you want for a minimum of 3 months. And I haven't told anybody that their 3 months have expired yet. I will keep on coaching you and advise you for as long as you need it. Now, this is tremendous value. Take in consideration that I'm taking consultation calls that people pay as much as $300 for per hour. And I'm giving you unlimited one-on-one contact time to me, a person who's been where you are now, a person with a successful system who's doing exactly what I'm teaching, not with other methods, with what I'm teaching as well, and somebody who can lead you, somebody who can guide you along the path. At the core of my training, you will get lifelong instant membership to my complete Elite IM Academy training program. This includes instant access to 12 weeks of actionable video coaching. Now, I already showed you the mind map, but those are only some of the topics that get covered each week. I have full step-by-step video coaching that's very action-orientated. It is not just theory. I tell you from the very basic fundamentals. Even if you know nothing, you've never heard of internet marketing before, my coaching program is designed around your specific needs. So you can start from week 1. You can work according to your own pace. Even if you're a little bit more experienced, you can work according to your own pace for that as well and fast track your own progress. I don't drip feed this to my students like many other coaches do. You get instant access to everything. Okay? I will meet with you before the time and I'm going to go over this with you and tell you exactly how you should approach your training. Now, it took me over 6 months to create all of that video coaching for you. It's of tremendous value. I can easily sell just these training videos for thousands of dollars. You're also getting my full case studies. You guys, if you're one of my students, you are going to get a special insider's look into my own multiple six-figure earning business. It's not just fluff, it's not just theory that I'm showing you. I'm very transparent. I show you my own campaigns. I show you what I've had success with, how you can copy my success, and how you can do exactly the same I'm doing. To make sure you take action, to make sure you stay on track, I have workbooks, I have checklists, I have homework assignment at the end of each week. So at the end of each week, you fill in your homework assignment, you send it to me, I give you feedback, and I advise you on your specific route that you should follow for the coming week. This way you make sure that you're ready for the next step each time. So it's really step by step. You finish the one step, you go to the next step. If you can follow simple instructions, guys, this is not difficult. Anybody can do it. I know some people don't like the technical things, so you don't have to worry about that. I've got software, I've got plugins, I've got done-for-you tools, templates and swipes that you can use. These things you can just plug in. It's going to make your life a whole lot easier. So you don't need to create any HTML pages from scratch. All those things like creating your websites, like creating your squeeze and sales pages, like creating your lead catcher pages, I've got tools that automate all of that for you. That's of tremendous value as well. Now this is already an amazing amount of value that you're getting. And if you're listening now, if you're looking at the screen, looking at these things, you will probably agree that if I gave you all of this right now, chances of you not being successful with it is already very, very slim, if not impossible. I'm also going to give you live group coaching. I have regular webinar sessions that's content only. I take questions of my students on board. I structure my webinars around that, teach them the things in group. So I can help them with their own specific products, their own specific plans, and different topics that you want. I also have video on demand. This on its own makes that you never have to buy a product again. This coupled with my training program means you never have to go buy any WSO again. You never need to go buy any other training course. You will have everything you need. Big plus, I connect you with my big JV contacts and I promote for you. Right, can you guys hear me again? I know we lost the audio a little bit. This is a huge, huge benefit. And I have yet to see any coach that offers this. I'm going to connect you guys with my big JV contacts. If you want somebody to partner with you on a launch, I connect you with these top sellers in your marketplace. If you want guys who can promote your product, I connect you so you can get big people to promote it. And if your product is a fit, I even promote for my product, promote for you. Just this one thing makes it impossible for you not to get a return on your investment today. It's impossible, I guarantee you. You also get access to the private mastermind Skype room. This is where we put our heads together, where we coach each other, where we help each other, where we build long-term partnerships. So at this end, or when you get to 12 weeks or 10 weeks, you're ready to launch your products, you're already friends with my whole class of students, many of them with big growing target lists that can also promote your product. So you don't need to go look for partnerships on your own. You already have all of them in one room there for you. If you're still worried about traffic, I have a dedicated list building and traffic room as well, where you can buy cheap traffic to build your list super quickly. I also have a forum to build partnerships and promote it. You can post your links there to your squeeze pages, to your sales pages. The rest of the students will see it. They will get on board if it's something they're interested in, and this can get you a lot of extra exposure to your product. I know the biggest concern that you guys have is when your product gets ready for launch, where are you going to get JV partners and affiliates to promote your launch? Here's another priceless extra of my coaching, something that's worth 10 times the asking price that I'm going to ask you today. I will add you to my private Inner Circle JV Facebook group. This is a closed private group that I have where all my biggest affiliate partners are all in. We've got over 100 people there, and everybody who belongs to this group can promote their launch on this group. So if you get into this, you're going to be a few of the select students of mine who's in this group with all these huge marketers, and you will get tremendous amount of exposure for your launch. If you can just pick up a few eyeballs of these big partners of mine to your launch, you can potentially make thousands and thousands of dollars with that extra exposure. Guys, I hope you're excited about this. I'm super excited about this because I know how I am going to be able to help you. I know right after this webinar, I'm going to start working with people personally, and I'm going to see you grow. I'm going to see you succeed. I've also got an awesome free bonus for you, and that is lifelong access to my PLR membership site. I've got a huge PLR membership site where I add 3 to 4 brand new PLR products each week. There's hundreds of PLR products of all different internet marketing related products on. So if you want to start selling a product from tomorrow, you can download the product, you can rebrand it and sell it as your own product from day one. Okay, so you can start building a list, start selling products from day one when you get PLR rights to these products in my membership site. There's also a lot of training on rebranding your PLR product or selling PLR products as well. So you get lifelong access to that, and this means that you never need to go buy any PLR products again. You never need to, because you will have everything you need in this site. Right, then there's also an attendee-only bonus, but this is only open to a few select people who becomes an upgraded member, an Inner Circle Elite IM Academy member. You will learn more about that on the order page if it's still available. If you get there, I'll tell you a little bit more about that later. But then you will get all of my previous products as well. Now, I didn't write this down, but I've got a very special bonus for you as well if you're still on the webinar. And I'm glad to see a few people are here. I told you I'm going to have an extra bonus just for you to say sorry for my bad audio. And that bonus is a free consultation. If you guys are not interested in my coaching, I'll get with you on Skype after this webinar. I'm going to spend a few minutes of my time where you can tell me about your business, what you're doing currently, and I can advise you on a special plan that can take your business to the next step. That free consultation will be your bonus, and as I told you, my time is very valuable and I'm very busy, but I want to help as many people as possible. So that's my special bonus. So stay with me a little bit later to the end. I just want to say one more thing, and then I'm going to tell you how to access that special bonus as well. Right, so the question that all of you have is, can you afford it? Now I want to tell you, everybody on this webinar can afford it. You can see the total value of this is over $8,000. And that's realistic value, and I'm not even taking in the priceless extras which can potentially be worth hundreds and thousands of dollars. Now, if you've been on webinars like this before, you know that one-on-one coaching programs like this that includes unlimited one-on-one contact time from a marketer such as me with a 12-week step-by-step coaching program and all these extra benefits like me connecting you with my partners can easily cost you between $5,000 and $20,000, even more. But I want to give as much value as possible, so I'm trying to make it very affordable to normal people. And my normal price that I normally charge for this outside of this webinar is $1,997, less than $2,000. Now, if I stop right here and I tell you this is the final price that I'm offering this at for you today, how many of you can tell me if you think this is a fair price for basically being guaranteed of success, for getting the right tools, the right guidance, the right step-by-step training to succeed once and for all in internet marketing? Who can tell me if you agree that this will still be a steal at this price? Chris says it's very fair. Guys, I can tell you, if I'm selling it at this price, it's still a super low cost for a coaching like this. But because I want to get as many testimonials for my coaching, because as you can see, I'm using the success of my students to have more success for myself, for my own coaching program, I want to get as many students when I open it up, and I want to help them and give them the best possible chance to be successful. And for that reason, I'm going to make it for a one-time only offer for you, where I'm going to let the first 5 people in for $7. That's going to be $7 for the first week, where you're going to get instant access to all of this listed on this page, instant access to my whole coaching program, so that you can see if the training is a fit for you, if you like my teaching style, and just so you can see this isn't a huge scam. I am going to deliver on the goods, and I am going to help you, because your success is my success. And if you don't cancel within the first week, you've got a simple once-off payment of $797, or if you go for the trial, it's a monthly payment plan that I have for you, which is only $327 that you have to pay 3 times for 3 months. Now, everybody on this webinar can afford $327. How can you afford it? You can go out less. You can go for a few less dinners in a month. You can smoke a little bit less. You can stop wasting time on WSOs and all those useless products that you spend thousands of dollars on. This is an all-in-one solution. There's all the training that you need. There's all the guidance you need from somebody that you know, who has been there before, who's not just walking the walk, but also not just talking the talk, but also walking the walk. Somebody who's been where you are now, somebody who's having a lot of success in his own business now, and who can help you succeed as well. Remember, this is a risk-free something. It's a risk-free for you. I've got a 7-day money-back guarantee for you guys. A money-back guarantee. So within the first 7 days, if you believe you didn't get value in that first 7 days, I'll even refund your $7 for you. Okay? I will even refund that $7 for you. So what you need to do right now, if you want to succeed, if you want to go say goodbye to shiny object syndrome, if you want to be the 5% of marketers who are having success and stop being part of the 95% of people who are still struggling, go to this link now. You will have to fill in an application form. Fill it in as best as you can, because that form will qualify you if you're a good fit for my coaching. And if it is, you will be directed to the order page. Go through that. You will see there's 3 different options for you to choose from. the ones of $797 or the $7 trial and the 3-month payment plan, or the first one you will see if it's still available. There's an upgrade offer as well where you can become an elite inner circle member. So check for that as well. I'm really going to copy the link for you in the chat box so you can click on that, because I see a few people say the link is not working. So let me see quickly. Right, so I'm typing it in the chat box. You should see the link there. It's berthusengelbrecht.com/go/apply trial. This is risk-free, and I can honestly tell you, coaching like this for less than $1,000, seriously crazy of me to offer it. You will never get a complete coaching program like this for anywhere near that price. And that's a once-off investment into your business. There's no other hidden costs involved. How much time you want to invest in your business, how much money you want to invest in your business after that is entirely after you, but you don't need anything else. You don't need to go buy any other more courses. This is an all-in-one training and coaching solution for you. And if you cannot make a success of this, then you are seriously doing something big wrong. That means you are unable to follow simple instructions. If you can follow simple instructions, if you can dedicate just a few hours a week to this coaching and do it step by step, it's impossible for you to fail. And I'm very serious, and I'm staking my money and my reputation on that. If at the end of your 12 weeks, if you launched your product and you still haven't made back your money, or double your money even, I will promote your product and I will personally make sure you make that money back. You are not going to be left hanging with this. You will be successful. Right, let me quickly tell you what you're going to see when you click on that link. You're going to land on this page. Just fill in your name, fill in your email, and go to the next step. I already filled in the survey, but you should be directed to a survey. Then you will land on this page. Upon ordering from that page, you will get access to my Skype. You will get access to a welcome video that will explain my whole coaching program in the membership area, and connect with me immediately on Skype so I can give you your private consultation. Right, I've put the link in the window. Do you guys see the link? It works on my side. I see a few of you says it's not working on your side. Please click on that link again in the chat box to see if it's working. Right, remember I see a few people say they're already in and the link is working. So Dennis, just make sure you type it in correctly or connect with me on Skype. Now, remember, I told you for your free bonus, you're going to get private consultation from me. So if you're still on this webinar, if you're still on the edge, if you still haven't went in yet, I'm going to tell you how to access that immediately. But just one quick word of caution, you will see it's 5 only. I can only take in a limited amount of students every time I open this up. So this is open now, and there's space for only 5 people. We had hundreds of people registered for this webinar. You need to get in quickly. Okay, so go to this link immediately, fill in those questions, grab your selection, add me on Skype so I can give you your first consultation. I'm going to take you by the hand, and guys, I'm going to make sure that you succeed. If you're looking for somebody who's real, somebody who's transparent in their business, somebody who's teaching you exactly what they're still doing in their business and whose success you can copy then you need to make this decision now. You need to take that first step to success by taking my hand, joining our academy, joining all my other successful students, and you are going to be successful as well. You're going to have the tools to build your own online business, and within a few weeks or months from now, you are going to have a business. You're going to have a real business, and I can tell you there's no other business in the world where you have to only do a once-off capital investment of $797. You already see what the potential is in this. You can make 6 figures a year with this within your first year of internet marketing if you had the proper guidance, if you had the proper training. Remember, I'm not giving this method to just anyone. I just let my personal select few students into this to teach my system, to teach my method. It's really simple to follow. You just need to take that step. You just need to go all in this, invest in this opportunity, and this is going to change your life. Questions? If you have any questions, tell me what it is right now, and I'm going to help you answer it. If you have any concerns, if you think there's any reason why you can't make a success of this, type it into the question box right now and let me know what it is. Maybe you're right, maybe you cannot make a success of it. But if you believe that, let me know why you think that, so I can try and tell you if your concerns are valid or not valid. You will see here is my Skype contact at the bottom. All of you here, including the people who order, add me on Skype, hit me up there, and we can chat about your business, and we can chat and see how I can get you moving forward and make you succeed. James, the link is in the window. Just check there. Janet says, why does the screen show $7 for the first 7 days, then $497 for each 30 days for 3 installments and not as on your slide? Just scroll down that first offer on the page. There's 3 different options. The first option is my IC, my Inner Circle Elite Internet Marketing Academy. I'm only taking 3 people for that. So if you want extra help, if you want more customized plans, if you want access to all my previous training products and software that I launched throughout the last few years worth over $3,000, then you can invest in that option. Those are only for people who's very, very serious with internet marketing, who wants that extra edge. If you don't need that, just go for the $797 once-off. You're going to save $180 going with the once-off amount. $180 that you're going to save if you have $797 with you. That way you can use that extra money that you're saving on the once-off payment to invest in your business. If you can't muster up $797, everyone in this webinar can invest $327 per month in their business. Everybody, I know it. Even if you have to make a few savings here and there to get that investment, investing such a little bit into such an big opportunity to build a real, ethical, long-term, sustainable business for the future, so that you can quit your job later, so that you can be financially free, so that you can buy your own house, you can buy your fancy cars, you can look after your family properly, you can go on all those fancy vacations that you dreamt of. You can do all of that if you live the internet marketing lifestyle. There's no reason why you shouldn't. Right, so let me know what else your concerns. I see there's still a few people on the webinar. Remember, if you want an extra bonus, the mind map, I see a few people asking me about the mind map, because I told you we'll get the mind map. Just register at this link that I gave you, berthusengelbrecht.com/go/apply trial. You don't need to fill in the survey. If you just fill in your name and email at that first step, then you will get emailed the full mind map, okay? And you can use that mind map and try it on your own. You can implement the steps. If you believe you are okay with information alone, if you think you can change your habits on your own, that mind map should give you the right action plan to follow to get started in this business. And then you can decide if you want to make this once-off investment, the small investment, into a huge lucrative future for you. Right, so I see there's still a few people left. If I don't get any more questions in the next minute or so, I think we're going to wrap it up. I hope to get a few of you on Skype so we can chat. I see you on the inside. I hope you are one of the 5 people that join me so that I can start working with you together. I'm really excited about all the new students that's going to join so that I can see you succeed. And hopefully when the next webinar that I'm going to host, I will be able to have your images there showing how you made $10,000 or $20,000 or even $100,000 with your product launch. When you follow my training, when you follow my guidance, when you get proper coaching, there's no reason why you won't succeed. If you take any athletes, any business people, all of them have one thing in common. They got real training, they got real coaching, they got real guidance. And without it, it's really difficult to be successful. So take that first step to your success. James asks about the $497 price point. There's an extra $497 payment plan price point. Read all the instructions that's on that page for that payment, and it tells you exactly what's included. Basically, there's 2 different sides to this membership. The one is everything that you see here, including bonuses. This is what I call, let's say, a normal Elite IM Academy student. You will get everything you need to be successful, but if you want that extra bit of attention, if you want me to check in with you personally, to change your game plans, maybe to go into different routes of internet marketing that's not even closely related to my own training program, then you can become an ICAMA student, an inner circle student. And that means that I can basically coach you privately. I can teach you I can help you on your own specific path that you want to follow, okay? And with that, a huge benefit of that is that you also get access to any of my previous products. So if you see any of my software that I launched in the past, any of my done-for-you sales funnels that you want to start profiting with, you have access to all of that. You only hit me up and you get that. So that's over $3,000 worth of value if you become one of my inner circle members. So if you're still wondering what that is all about, that's what that is about. So that's a little bit more expensive. That's $497 per month. But the normal membership is everything that we include and that I explained. And that is only the 3 payments of $327 or the once-off payment of $797 where you're going to save $180. Did that answer your question, James? Right, are there any other questions yet? Remember, just add me on Skype. My Skype is BurtisENG, and we can chat. And after you join it, or even if you didn't, take me up on that bonus. Add me for your free consultation. We can chat a little bit about your business. I'm sure that you will get some great insights and nuggets of information to take you forward and to help you succeed with whatever path you chose. Right, so I want to thank everybody. Let's wrap this up. I want to say thank you very much for everybody that stuck with me all through the webinar. I hope that some of you got bits of information. I hope that I opened the eyes of a few people so that you can see what the possibilities is for this, see that it is possible for anybody that can do it. Myself, my students, we've all been exactly where you are now. Don't give up, guys. Take action. Keep doing this. You will see when you start making money, when you start seeing a regular income from this, you are never going to look back. And if you have money to invest in your business, do so. Don't invest it in nonsense, low quality products, $7 WSOs. Rather save up your money and invest it into something that can change your life, and that is proper coaching and guidance from somebody who's been there. If not me, then somebody else. But make that change. Change your habits. Remember, Einstein said it's only a crazy person that does the same thing over and over and expect different results. If you're going to continue with your habits, if you're going to leave this webinar and forget everything that I've told you, nothing is going to change for you. The only way to change your future is to make a change in your strategy, to get that personal help, to get that guidance, to get a system and a person that you can trust. Guys, thank you very much. This is Bert the Singelbracht. Add me on Skype, and I'm going to see you there. And have a great weekend. I'm going to go open a beer now and start enjoying my weekend. My wife is away for the weekend, so it's a boys' weekend from now on. I'm going to start watching rugby in half an hour from now if I don't get anybody. So please don't let me go off and go grab a beer. Hit me up on Skype first so I can help you, okay? All the best with you guys, and we'll talk soon.